Hello. We're going to start in 5 minutes. If you'd like a drink, in the meantime, drinks are in the back, far corner.
Myles is like, that's my spot. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. And then the second mic is only going to be after... every single time I pull people up, I'm going to come grab them.
I'm excited.
All right, everybody, give me a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out here tonight. Welcome to Earth, everybody. My name is Michael Terry. I am not the host of this show. I am the guide of the show. My role is to guide the show. There's a black chair in the middle here. I think someone might be on it. I do need that to guide the show. If I can ask one favor, if people can just make a little lane for the comics to come up, that'd be much appreciated. Who here has been to a comedy show before? Yeah, about half. That's good. Okay, so to the others, welcome. This isn't quite going to be a typical comedy show. We've got a little bit of everything for you. You're not quite going to understand some of it. It is all hilarious, but we do have stand-up. We do have readings. We have performance art. We have everything. We're very excited. Can we just please, briefly, we're very, very happy for Earth to welcome us with open arms. Can we give a round of applause to this amazing place? Some of you, most of you probably don't know, but myself and my co-host ran a show a mere 6 years ago. I don't know, anyone ever go to that? Yeah. Oh, wow, we have a couple holdovers, okay. And I got a call recently from my co-host. He said he feels that he's rediscovered his voice. And he's very excited to get started again, and he is extremely difficult to describe as a comedian. But he is one of the funniest people that I have ever met in my life. Many of you know him, and I'd like to bring him up now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Jacques Louis Vidal.
Anybody here from out of Earth? This is a quarterly comedy night. We operate on geological time. My jokes are like rocks. Welcome back, anyways. To me, to you. Welcome back all around. Welcome back all around. Notice anything different out there? Welcome to Earth. There's no more desperation out there. There's only plenty and riches. There's no more punching contests. Just gay dances. There's no frowns out in the streets anymore. Laughter is the only currency. Comedy, the only industry. Poetry, the gravel laid upon the roads. It's a fantasy for some, but not for me. For you see, I am quite rich. For you see, I am quite rich. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, this is an era of perpetual pleasure. A jizz age. It's a major slime event. But I am quite rich. I will never want for anything in my life ever again. And from my vantage point, I must say it is the only way to live. Just as a proposal to you all. And now, you know, I as hard as I'm sure it is to imagine, considering how I gleam upon the stage, I was once of the people. But now that I'm here, the time came for me to ascend, and there's no way I'm going back. Absolutely not. just, for anyone here who wants to bring me down, tonight's not the night. All right? Even though I'm rich, though, you can't box me in like that. I'm not evil rich. I give, and I give. I help, and I help. I get such joy from being of service. I'm not pervert rich. I suffer from the same sexual afflictions that haunt all of you. I'm not lazy rich. I work my fingers to the bone every day. I'm not snobby rich. I love trash. I feast upon the most disgusting items every day. You too? In terms of wealth, I'm a little bit of an enigma. And there's an expression I feel like embodies that. For me, money means nothing. But also for me, nothing means everything. I don't mean to stand up here and mock your lack of riches. That's not what I'm doing. Absolutely not. This is meant to be something of an education. I want you to rest for now. Tonight is on me. For what you learn tonight, I hope, will build and build into the formation of a new identity, which will allow you to ascend to the moneyed, eccentric, humorous class of New York. This is just an introduction for something of a fantasy that Michael and I have had for some time. Michael and I have shared this fantasy to bring the highest comedy to the art world and to bring the lowest art down into the comedy realm. And you're here for that. And like I said, all the tabs have been paid. I paid quite a bit of money to have this platform tonight. It's giving to institutions like this that gives you a certain informal benefit of being able to stand up and speak and educate everyone about this new world which we can make real, in which everyone here is extremely, extremely wealthy. Just moving on. Our world, it seems, is shifting. As I said, this is a quarterly comedy. Some have chosen to call it a comedy quarterly. Michael and I have, as I said, a shared fantasy for the show, but there is a little bit of difference on the verbiage sometimes, right? So what I want to say is just that tonight is autumnal as fuck. We will be basking in the willowing trees, and we will be enjoying transitions of all kinds, as you can see. Everyone can see that. But the world is shifting as well. And we do need to acknowledge that to a certain extent. Michael, am I good? Directionality and also, well, horizontality, but also verticality. Everything's good? Okay. Yes, the world is shifting. It's drifting. It seems to be melting. It's dripping on the floor. Something is changing in this world. The world is shifting away from us. And it's revealing the subfloor. And as we all know, the subfloor is filled with the bullshit from the past. It has been revealed, and now the new materials arrived, but they're all clear for transparency. So we covered it back up, but you can still see the bullshit. And the problem on top of the visual situation is that there's a structural question, because that bullshit, as we all know, is made of human flesh, sushi rolled with whale blubber, bison fur, pirate ships, starbursts. And we have to look at it. And that's difficult to do every day. But one thing that I was especially excited about tonight was bringing this message to this stage. This stage, which is so grounded by the ground. The readings that have happened atop the stage. The music that has been performed. Let's take a look. It's a lot of connections. Okay. Take a look at yourselves, of course. But really what I wanted to look at was this stage. Stage, which has been the host to such pure things. This stage, which has been the site of so many totally blocked off events, protected from all those materials. This stage is a generous stage. Look at those. You see those spaces between the circles? That's what I'm talking about. I think that's about enough. Right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. By show of hands, who feels that I have guided well so far? Yeah, thank you. Can we give it up for Jacques, please? Well, no. This is the part where I get to, right? Okay. Who here expected what you just saw? Anybody? Okay. By show of hands, were there more or less jokes than you thought would happen in the first 18 minutes of this show? What would you say? More? Wow. Look at that.
I got it. All right. Y'all, this show is like a hot pistol tonight. You need to put it down. It's too hot. Everybody, let's start putting our hands together, okay? Let's start putting our hands together. We have Jurden in the house, everybody. Let's put our hands together. Oh, Jay's not here. Okay, fine. No, it's fine. That's fine. We got, well, that was. No, he's not here yet. He's really not here yet, huh? Yeah. What a nightmare. We have, I'm just going to go through everything. We got Father of the Bride star Maggie Crane in the house tonight. I'm not bringing her up. I'm just talking to everybody. We've got the main character in my own life, Wolk, y'all. Let's put our hands together. We have the quite intentional Myles Zavelo. Please put your hands together. We got hard hat comedy legend Steve Malden. We got the bomb, and the bomb's name is Wilfredo Diaz. And of course, we've got Belott up here, fresh off his cruise. And we have the king of my family, me. So Maggie's next? Who's next? Jay's next. Jay's not here yet. Okay, what time is he coming?
Jay will be here in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, great. Perfect. Okay.
Close strong.
What?
Close strong.
Okay, do it. Y'all, fall is about generosity. As I was saying, fall is about generosity. And, it's little things, You can give to the charity of yourself. You can put the food in your mouth. You can put the socks on your feet. But there's real things you can do in the world, too. You can, you could go to a restaurant. And you can go around the tables and cut people's food for them. Bring a sharp knife. You can go into the bathroom and see if anyone needs assistance. And if no one says anything, then just go into one of the stalls and you can just scratch on the stall next to them and say, "Do you need help?" And if they don't say anything, you can just pop a little note underneath the slot that says, "I'm here." And if they don't say anything, you can just climb over the top of the stall and swoop down on them and get them ready to go. If you know what I mean. I think you do. Please welcome to the stage Jurden, everybody.
Give it up for Jacques, everyone. Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. The trains were delayed and the music is still playing. What's up? Y'all seem cool. You okay? Okay, not. I have been traveling quite a bit, y'all. I went to Canada. I did bring a bigger suitcase than I usually do. The Canadian people were very kind, very welcoming. I learned some French. I'm what they call in Montreal, un petit fagui. All right. You can laugh at that. It was fun. It was fun being in Canada. I mean, they're making fun of us a lot. I don't know if y'all know that, but they really are making fun of everything. They asked me, they're like, is it as bad as we think it is? And I was like, okay, so this is, okay. So if a Canadian comes to America, that's like if you go to your friend's house and you know they got a dog that bite. And we made that dog president. So, yeah, and then, like, he did that mean trick where he pretended to be dead for 2 days. And so, like, of course, like everyone else, I bought an outfit. And I was really excited. He pulled a very mean prank on us. And, you know, without getting too much into political stuff, some people think he's a dictator. Maybe he's a dictator. He's certainly a drag queen. And by that, I mean he's mean. You can't hug him in a white shirt. And I don't want him reading to my kids. That's a... But, you know, other than that, we're not supposed to say we want bad stuff to happen to him now because people be snitching. But I don't know who's at this show. And phones are on. This is what I do know. Okay, when it happens, everyone, natural causes, okay? Natural causes. It's not going to be the radical left. It's going to be the radical left ventricle. It's not going to be Hamas. It's going to be hamburger. Okay, I don't want to talk about RFK Jr. because he got the whole genetic condition, you know, being a Kennedy. They're supposed to die young. That's why he looks like that, right? The longer you stay alive, rot from the inside out. You know, policy aside, RFK Jr. keeps wanting to try to find autistic people, which okay, this is what I'll say. He's saying he could find the cause of it and get rid of it. And he was saying that while standing right next to Elon. That's just rude, right? I thought they didn't have social skills. You know, I try to combat any stigma around being neurodivergent because I think everyone's tizzed up just a little bit. I think everyone got a drop of the tiz, okay? Just a little bit of tiz. This is what happens. You know, everyone's a tiz lord. What happens is that the tiz god. Everyone a little tizzler. So what happens is it has to have a place to activate. And for most people, the autism activates at the aquarium. Because if you've never been, this is how we all look at the aquarium. Did you know the whale shark is the largest fish in the world? Did you know the lake sturgeon could live up to 100 years? Male seahorses give birth. Wait, they're feeding the penguins. I don't got the autism that makes you a Nazi. I got the autism that makes you know a lot of Digimon and Pokemon, okay? And I'm autistic because I know the difference. What's the difference? If you want to fuck it, it's a Digimon. If you fuck Pokemon, you belong on a list. Y'all are sweet. Y'all got better about laughing. This was y'all the first half of this set. I saw a couple of people go, good point. But now y'all are getting free. Y'all don't feel free to laugh because of toxic masculinity? I'm talking to boys. Y'all scared? Okay, and men are under attack. And I'm glad we're here to talk about it. You know, not a men's rights activist. I'm not. But what I see every day on my phone, every TikTok is just straight women screaming into their phone, all the men are gay now. And ladies, they are. Okay, they are. They are gay. They are also un petit faggy. But, the men got gay. Cool. Ladies, y'all got butch. Oh, we don't want to talk about it. Look down at your feet. What are you wearing? Flats. Oh, my God. After 5 p.m. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, the men are gay, but you the one wearing Tevas. Okay. Yeah, the men are gay, but you on your 4th girls trip this year. All right. Okay, yeah. Don't talk to us about it. Just know progress means everyone gets to be a little bit gayer. Everyone in this room, and if you're straight, heaven forbid, if you are alive right now, you were gayer than your great-great-grandparents, because that's how time works. To live in the future is to queer the past, but some of y'all don't read theory, so I'll explain. So, okay, peep game. Okay, so every woman in this room is gayer than her great-great-grandmother because y'all get to rattle off crazy lesbian nonsense. Like, well, I think. And never was a time when that wasn't a radical thought. Now that's an everyday thought. Okay, so every woman in this room is also gayer than their great-great-grandmother because y'all have bank accounts. Do you understand? That you're fighting for progress. Okay, there's another. Okay, so you know how every grandparent's love story is your grandmother says, well, I was playing hopscotch and he just got back from Korea. You know how that? And they're like, I was taken. And they're like, no, yeah, you were taken aback. You were taken aback to the house. He kidnapped you. A lot of grandmas love grandpas the same way North Africans love French. Is that okay. AP history, GEDs. We split that one just for people who got to look up what colonization means. No, okay, I know. And the men, y'all are here like, I'm gay. Okay, yeah. Okay. Straight boys, y'all are gay. I promise. I'll get into y'all. All right. Sit tight. Just sit there. Take it. Okay. Good start. So the straight men alive right now are gayer than their great-great-grandfathers because they paid money to see theater. You've been tricked. Stand-up comedy is just theater for homophobes. This isn't comedy. This is basically wicked. Also, the men are gayer now because the booty holes are clean. And who's that for? Hey, I'm not complaining. Remember the Clean Plate Club here. But if men are cleaning up back there, okay, what? There's a saying in the South. You don't tidy up unless you're expecting some company. Who said that? I believe it was Confucius. So, okay, actually, okay, that reminds me. Okay, they say stand-up comedians are modern-day philosophers. They never talk about how philosophers back in the day were just old chatty queens, okay? Every philosopher was a man, unmarried man, surrounded by a bunch of other unmarried men. And he was in the middle of that circle like, write this down, write this down, write this down, write this down, write this down. So like, I think, therefore, I am. And they were like, go off, Renee. Y'all are smart. I'm going to do that joke in Alabama. They ain't going to get it. They going to say, Renee? Who's she? It's not. Okay, y'all are smarter. Okay, here's the second tag on that. There's an older man in the middle, a bunch of young, unmarried men around him. And when he's in that circle, he's saying stuff like, ooh, okay, it's like a cave. Okay, if you didn't get that reference, ask somebody with glasses. I think that bisexuality, it was Bisexual Visibility Day yesterday. That's why y'all can see me. I'm fading away. Yeah, I talk about gay stuff from a bi perspective. I'm married to a man. Don't clap. He's gay, not happy. I'm not gay. I'm conflict avoidant. I'm bi, and some of my straight girlfriends, they'll say stuff like, Jay, I don't know if I could ever trust a bisexual man. And I have to go, you've been trusting men, you dummy. Those things kill people. But yeah, now people, this is what they say. They go, Jay, it's 2025. You shouldn't say you're bi. You should say you're pan. I'm not pansexual. I'm not pansexual for the same reason I hate Maryland. I think the flag is ugly. But what a beautifully nuanced conversation to have with our limited gay time. Bi versus pan. That's a real Hardee's versus Carl Jr.'s type of fight. Bi versus pan. That's a real peaches versus nectarines type of squabble. Right? What's the difference? One has more hair? Now, okay, that great joke about stone fruit. Also, stone fruit, what I'm going to be when this edible kicks in. Stone fruit, that's what they used to do to us. Okay. Y'all are good. I'm sorry I was mean to y'all before. Some of y'all are good laughers, some of y'all are dumb, and I appreciate both ends of the spectrum, okay? Now listen, I respect all sexualities. I respect straight people, gay people, demi people, love Camp Rock. I respect ace people. You should too. They ain't fucking with nobody. Leave them alone. There's one sexuality I don't respect. Sapiosexuals. My God. Have y'all heard about this scam? You know, it's sapiosexual. That's a person who likes to lie about the books they read. A sapiosexual is a person who lies and says they're attracted to the mind, which is a crock of shit because you cannot lick a hippocampus. But they say they're smart. They're not smart. They're dumb people. Cosplaying is smart people. Also, you can sleep with slightly dumber people. Another saying we have in the South, you are going around the block to get across the street. One thing about dumb people, we're going to fuck you the whole time, right? Right? Dumb people are fertile. Go to Walmart. That's not a story. That's a breeding pen. Yeah, no, and I know y'all like, Jay, wait a second. You're dumb, very dumb. Not smart. This is stand-up comedy, okay? This is rehearsed bits that I present to y'all after I polish them. I'm not smart. I can get on this stage and throw a bunch of polysyllabic words like polysyllabic, but the minute I go home, I'm going to be like, oh, there's a U in camouflage. I'm doing a good job of hiding. Like, I'm dumb, you know, and it happens, you know, when I get the dumbest. I don't want to be crude when I ejaculate. I think I'm spitting out mostly neurons. This is how stupid I get. The minute I finish during sex, I say the stupidest shit ever, like, I want a drawstring backpack. The minute I get done, I'm like, man, turn on that flow rider. Just stupid people babble. Okay, they gave me a light to make I leave soon because I've been dropping too much truth. Respectfully, it is homophobic. No, okay, homophobia is real. I recently experienced some homophobia, and by that I mean I did not get my way. It's not funny. I was walking in Harlem. I'm gonna be honest, I was prancing in Harlem, and I passed a church. The church had a sign. The sign said, gentrifying sodomites are ruining Harlem. I thought, oh my God, that is a crazy way to say thank you for the new Trader Joe's. You know, I used to think my aunt was homophobic. Turns out she just don't like me. No, she loves my husband, though. She's one of these aunts. You know how your dad's side of the family always fucked up just because that's how the Punnett squares work? So, yeah, my Aunt Jackie, she been divorced 3 times. Technically, that makes her a real estate agent. So my Aunt Jackie, she loves gay people in a way that only older straight women can, where she really gets a little too comfortable with us. So she'll see a gay couple, and what I want her to say is, oh my God, they look so happy together. What she says instead is, ooh, I bet the big one be tearing the little one up. Jackie, I like to bet we were going to hell. Also, I just started therapy. I have anxiety. That's what she said. That's what they're all saying. I had narcissism, which I heard cute. I have depression, you know, not a lot, just enough to be very good at taking naps. You know, a nap when you want to be dead in the afternoon. So I got anxiety, though, and my anxiety manifests itself primarily as insomnia. So to combat that insomnia, I got a white noise machine, but my husband doesn't like it when I call him that. Now, my husband, he is white. Don't worry, he's not here. He is at home in his crate. And I put on Bluey. I put some peanut butter and contour. I know what y'all like. I've been Jay Jurden. Y'all have been delightful. Thank you.
Keep it going for Jay, please. It's me again. And thank God, right? Enough of that. Enough of that stuff. Everybody adjust yourselves a little bit. We're going to be entering a different sort of, well, a directional portal for sure. That I can say about it. 100% truth. We're going to bring up next someone who may or may not strike you as something that you were wanting to see. Please welcome to the stage, Myles Zavelo.
Hey. Yeah. This is a short story. And it's just 2 pages, so I shouldn't be too long. Mr. Hartman was weighing me down. Why are you looking at me like that? How dare you? Can I tell you something? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to shout and sing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how my brain associates the sound of laughter with the very worst things. About how these horrible emotions start boiling. About how I learned to settle down with my destiny. How tragedy is a wimpy state of mind. How homicide really didn't break me. And that's funny because it's true, and it's true because it's funny, and now the sky is bleeding. I noticed you stopped looking at me like that. I'm always noticing too much. I have another headache. My school, an atrocious mother-freaking war zone. I get mercilessly laughed at. I get laughed at for being different. I get laughed at for being a virgin. I get laughed at for being bad at sports. Soccer, baseball, basketball, etc. I especially get laughed at when I say the wrong answer in class. I whip my head around and they are hiding their laughter behind their hands. Not one of them will snitch on another. I'll always be afraid of making mistakes now unless I do something that's not a mistake. I'll always be that idiot loser who keeps on losing and losing and losing and losing, and you get what I mean. Monday to Friday is 5 death sentences. But have you noticed that I've kind of been walking around a certain word? The word humiliation. Do you understand what this word means? For example, Troy suffered the humiliation of saying the wrong answer, and everybody laughed behind their hands. Where in the Bible does it say that laughter is the best medicine? Why do I smell, taste, hear, and see things that are not present? I constantly hear my name in the smell the ocean in elevators. Sitting alone at lunch, I taste fish, metal, and garbage. In the cafeteria, star athletes, science club geniuses, and 17-year-old girls drag themselves across my eyes, and I can't help but think that I am completely alone. And I can't help but think that just doing your own thing is the hardest thing to do. And I have the most terrible crush on my math teacher, Miss Hartman. She's a stunning, gorgeous beauty. She has taken me over completely. I cannot stress this possession enough. I want to hold her hand. I want to bond with her, jump up and down with her, go on vacation with her, swap spit with her. I want to hurt her husband, Mr. Hartman, who is really weighing me down. One spring day, Miss Hartman has me stay after class. Lunchtime is starting, but to be honest, I've never really cared much for food. Miss Hartman's face is serious, already unforgiving, but still, she's so outrageously beautiful. She's wearing an orange peplum dress. She tells me that I'm failing trigonometry. She tells me that next year I'll be repeating the class. I want to argue with her straight away. I mean, I could somehow convince her that she has made a mistake. My instinct is to tell her she's wrong, but disagreement is unattractive, and she's my beloved. Instead, I smile, smile, smile. I say nothing. I am barely breathing. I am hovering over my seat. She has no idea how I feel. I think it would be pretty cool to be a superstar mathematician. If only I had my way. My stomach growls now. If only I could get Mr. Hartman alone. Just give me 5 minutes. Troy, is there anything you want to say? Her blue eyes look at my eyebrows. What's your favorite color, I ask back, shaking so very fiercely. Now, it becomes clear to me that I would only need about 5 minutes, truthfully, an entire ocean of blood, and a much, much better life. Guess you could say it's disgraceful that I'm failing math, my favorite subject. 4 long, long months later, no one is laughing anymore. The perfect crime still doesn't exist. Believe me, nothing is ever that cheap. I hear no crazed hyenas. Where do all the perfect people roam? Miss Hartman, yet so heavenly, weeps behind me. I am staring down at my black leather shoes while the fat, wobbling judge sweats down at me. He clearly wants me to suffer, inside and out, but I really don't feel like a bad person. It makes me sad that Miss Hartman didn't put an end to the laughter. Guess we could all agree that a whole lot of loving never means a thing, that it's a tragic world, that the sun doesn't shine. I am not an evil person who makes ugliness. No, I am not a cowardly murderer. I am not David Berkowitz. I am not Pol Pot, no. But let's be honest, I could have easily killed millions. I could have dominated the globe. There could have been streets and cities named after me, but I chose not to conquer. Is there something wrong with fighting for love? Rather, I feel like someone who, for once, didn't make a mistake. I knew exactly what I was doing. I had it all planned. I had been stuck in a place that was not allowing me to grow. Mr. Hartman had no idea who I was. I didn't plead insanity. No, oh my God, I am not that gross. Unlike some people, I am not interested in labeling whatever's wrong with me. I also deserve every little bit of punishment. I will lick it all up. That knife was so heavy. My name is Troy.
Keep it going for Myles. Let's keep this rolling. Please, welcome to the stage, the one and only Ivy Wolk.
Hello. I have my purse on because I'm planning to get the absolute fuck out of here the second I'm done. I can't hang around this Dime Square area for too long. My public image is piss poor. So even me being here is quite dangerous. I saw a tweet about myself the other day that was like, Ivy Wolk is literally Hitler. Hey, my mustache up here, motherfucker. Yeah, it's really hard to be me. All I ever have are just woes, you know? I believe that I am impervious to oral. The medium really just doesn't take. It absolutely does not take. Both giving and receiving, right? There's let me move this because I realize people are being blocked. There's something about the Latin term for it is getting yo pussy ate, right? There's something about getting yo pussy ate that to me is kind of just like, why are you trying to steal my secrets out of my portal? You know what I mean? Betwixt these thighs is like Auschwitz ancestral trauma. You know what I mean? I don't really know if you want to be inhaling all that. It doesn't coat the lungs so well, is all I'm saying. Another thing about like getting your pussy ate, right, is like it can feel good and you can be enjoying the experience and your eyes are closed and you're kind of vibing, but that's immediately rendered unsexy the second that you open your eyes and look down at the situation. Because to me, it always looks like what I imagine it would look like to witness a pit bull mauling a small child, you know? Like a grip, a suction grip. The worst part is when you look down and his eyes are on you. Ah! You know, like, makes you regret ever propping up on your elbows to find out what lay beneath, you know? It's a harrowing experience for somebody like me. I'm frequently harrowed. Sucking dick is hard for me too, right? Because naturally I don't have a gag reflex, but I'm always so sort of stunned by the entire experience and the sheer fucking gravity of what's being asked of me that I'm all the way down there, but my eyes are wide fucking open, right? Wide fucking open, like I witnessed like a school bus full of children tip over on the side of the highway, and I knew it was gonna happen because I had a vision about it, but at this point it's way too late to stop it. Wide fucking open, eyelashes like scraping against mons pubis, right? Straight fucking down. And at a certain point, if I even wanted to open my eyes, that would no longer be an option available to me because like his pubes are sort of prying my eyes open by my eyelashes, A Clockwork Orange style. And I'm forced to reckon with what the fuck is happening to me. You know what I mean? Like whatever happened to my right to vote, you know? That's how the fuck I suck dick, okay? It's not working. When I suck dick, I'm all the way down there and I'm thinking, God, once upon a time, I was just a little girl, wasn't I? Once upon a time, I used to run and play. When my inner child sucks dick, she's saying, Mommy, Mommy, I'm scared, I'm scared. Guess what, bitch? Mommy ain't nowhere to be found now, is she? Mommy is motherfucking miles away. Now your pinafore dress is tattered and torn, your knees are all ripped up from the playground rubble, and the other kids by the swing set are gonna know you're a different type of female. How's that? I'm very bad at sex. I'm very bad at sex. It's hard for me not to view my own vagina as like an urn on a mantle, where it may look like a receptacle from which you can drink, but if you put your lips to it, I'm sorry, there's dust inside, you know? It's where we keep Mima's ashes and we miss her every day. Being bad at sex, I feel like, isolates me from a lot of conversations with other women, right? Because we have no shared ground. Like, I will be talking to another woman, and the topic of sex will be brought up, and this is always what I hear. This is how it sounds to me every fucking time. Okay. Yeah, and then he was, like, fucking me up, down, left, right, and center, and then we were fucking so hard, and I was jumping on it like I just won the fucking golden ticket at Willy Wonka's factory, right? And then we were fucking so hard that I fogged up all the windows, and I wanted the neighbors to know how happy I fucking was, so I drew a smiley face in the fog and let all the neighbors know my message. And I love just feeling like cum just kind of rocket up through, like, past my spleen, hit between the brachials of my lungs, and just, like, fall out of my nose, just bleeding, cum, and then I smile teeth and I'm just so fucking happy to get my guts rearranged. And I'm like, yes, queen, I'm so happy that that's your truth. And you know how sometimes sex be feeling like rape surgery? And they're like, what? And I'm like, yes, mama, I am so happy that that is your lived experience, queen. And you know how sex sometimes be feeling like, what if I got raped during surgery? And that's usually the end of the conversation, you know? It's horrible. It's just horrible. A dour mood befell me recently. When I realized that I will never have the temperament nor the sensibility to be able to squirt. You know what I mean? And bitches who squirt, oh no, bitches who squirt. At a certain point, a bitch who squirts just loves to hear the sound of her own fucking voice coming out of her fucking dumbass mouth. A bitch who squirts will always be like, well, I never thought it would happen for me. It took the right dick to unlock me. Bitch! Have you fucking considered that maybe the reason I can't squirt is because, I don't know, our souls are like diametrically opposed? And I have been like marred by the truculent fucking hand of life, bitch? Like, you are pure, okay? You walk around this earth and the fucking like clouds part so the sun can beam down on you, and then your pussy just starts like off like a fucking fire hydrant that got hit by a car. It's like, that's not what my truth is, okay? I believe, this is a real thought that I had about myself recently, okay? I thought, maybe the reason I can't squirt is because when I was a little girl, I used to ask fat bitches at the mall if they were pregnant, right? And so maybe my like living fucking eternal punishment from God is that like I have to walk in the shame of like what people expect to come out of my vagina doesn't, the same as those mall fatties who will never birth. You know what I mean? This is what's going on in my head all the time. All the fucking time. And there's this big debate, right? Where people are like, oh, well, squirt is just piss anyway, right? Who here thinks squirt is piss? Y'all gotta get a little more, this is meager. Get a little more fucking emphatic on it.
It's science.
What is science?
It's piss.
It's piss?
French scientists proved it.
I don't trust the fucking French, they rape. I don't want to get a cigarette ashed on my clit in the back alley. I'm good. The thing about me is there will be no debate if I am ever to experience female ejaculation of any sort, right? Because whatever sets forth from my loins, you're gonna know immediately what the fuck it is. Because you could best describe my piss as maybe like the shade, the hue, an ochre, right? An amber, mayhaps. A scorpion encased in resin on a leather strap. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna know off of sight and fucking smell that it's not whatever the fuck you think it's gonna give. And that's because I'm every woman, it's all in me, and I'm the fucking bipartisan answer to everything. So, get me in an active war zone. Put me in Kiev right now. I'm gonna figure some shit out, okay? At this point, because I'm sort of so bad at sex, I feel like the only way that I could ever achieve the feminine ideal that I so covet is if I were to somehow become the beautiful victim of a heinous crime. I want people to say, God, it is so sad that Ivy was chopped up into a million tiny pieces and stored in a plastic baggie in that alleyway. Her hair was so long. I want people to say, God, what a national fucking tragedy it is that Ivy was like dragged under the tires of that car for miles and miles and miles and they never found the guy that did it. She was so thin that week. As a woman, I think that you're never in a better position to be beautiful and happy than when you have been subjugated beyond recognition, okay? If I was in a plane crash tomorrow and all of me was burned and burst to smithereens, but in the rubble they managed to recover my face and my pussy, and they sewed that onto a bale of hay and stuck a wig on it, I'd be in a Marvel movie tomorrow. You know what I mean? And if they recover my butthole, bitch, I'm getting a sequel deal. Like, it doesn't matter. This whole talking thing I'm doing, it don't matter. Get on your knees, bitch. I'm sure that's what you're all saying about me after hearing everything that you have. Yeah, I believe that a woman is never in a better position to be beautiful than when she's at her lowest. there's been times in my life where I would consider myself a victim, but more so of circumstance, right? Like last year, I had a psychotic episode. I went through psychosis, and a thing that I was doing when I was in psychosis was I would get on the train or on the bus, and I would just weep, right? Like Kate Blanchett and Blue Jasmine, I would just fucking Woody Allen, Innocent, by the way. I would just weep and cry. And it got so bad that people started posting on the internet about it, right? Like I would go onto like Twitter or Reddit and I would see these posts that were like, I saw Ivy Wolk crying on the subway, da-da-da. And the addendum to those posts would always be, and she looks terrible. What the fuck do you mean I look terrible? I've never felt worse. This is when you really hit your fucking stride as a woman, okay? I'm gonna give you an example from history, all right? At first, you might pull back on me. You might not like it. Very quickly after I say this, the truth will wash over you, okay? Walk in God with me right now. A woman will never look better than when she's at her fucking lowest, okay? Here's my example. Anne Frank's bob was always so pert, right? Walk with me. In every photo that you see of Anne, shiny from root to tip, right? The ends always bumped. She didn't have access to a Conair barrel curler in the attic. There would have been nowhere to plug that in. I believe that God saw the bitch at her lowest and nastiest and said, might as well get a cunty do about it, okay? So what do you mean I look bad when I'm crying on the subway? I'm in the Holocaust of my own damn life. I am an anorexic adult, okay? The rumors are true. I was at one point an anorexic adult. I'm also a white woman. Those are what we call comorbid illnesses, so they're frequently diagnosed together, right? But I'm proud to announce to you all that I'm no longer anorexic. I beat the allegations, right? Yeah, I'm in anorexia recovery. It's been wonderful. And in order to combat the whiteness, I'm actually having a surgery next month to become Japanese. So I'm fucking stoked. I was sort of like grandfathered into the anorexia gig. It was a nepotism hire for me. Because my mom was anorexic, her mom was anorexic, and her mother before her was also anorexic, right? That side of my family is Irish, so I'd like to imagine that during that little potato famine, one of those bitches was just like, well, if I just did this forever, I'm Ivy Wolk, thank you.
You going for Ivy? Woo! It is a generous time, so please just whatever you can do laughter-wise. I do have some extra bills on me. I'll be throwing them out there. Whatever you can give laughter-wise, I'll be giving to you. So just keep that in mind. Also, things above you are hanging, bills, leaves, cigarettes. Feel free to take any of them. It's a generous season. Please join me in considering the next act to join the stage. Yes, go on. Please join me in considering the next act to join the stage, Wilfredo Diaz.
Cousin's quinceañera, look at her face. It even came with a beer. What's up? I'm Jose Wilfredo, and I am the living dead. I know you're not used to seeing the living dead looking so Mexican. Yeah, but hey, all right, the media India loves their little white boys, okay? They love a little twink named Casper. I'm tired of seeing it, okay? But what about the Baigok? All right? The black indigenous ghost of color. Whatever happened, there's a lot. There's Candyman. There's more. You might recognize my cousin, my primo, Miguel from Coco. Yeah, Coco. Viva Mexico. Yeah. Okay, one. We got it. We out here. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't casting it. It's fine. I wasn't in the movie. It's fine. Different side of the family. It's okay. I don't know the reason. Could be many. I'm not related to Coco, that side of the family. Could be family fighting over a plot of land. That would hit in a Latino room, I'm telling you. Or it could be a mysterious third thing. But actually, you know what? Me and Miguel, we have like a lot in common, okay? We're primos, right? We both singers, right? We know the song Poco Loco, right? Poco Loco. I didn't watch the movie. But I can sing as well, yeah? Give me a song. I haven't, watched TV since Daddy Yankee was on MTV, but give me a song. I'm in a Deftones cover band. A little different type of music. But I got something that could, please the masses. We all know this one, right? Yeah, if you know it, sing along. Oh baby, baby, I was supposed to know. That hits in hell. Just say, thank you. It's fine. Different rooms for different people. That's okay. But I know you're probably wondering, how did I die? Let you know, it wasn't in jail. It wasn't gang violence. It's actually quite noble. I fell to my death from a tree that I was taking a shit off of to see how the shit would splat. We've all done this. We've all grown up in... No, okay, no one else. No, got it. Yeah, fell to my death, landed right on my own shit, and then a wedding party found me, and then they threw this on me, because, when you die, you wear what you're dead with for the rest of your life. We all know this. Yes, thank you, one person, yeah. But, yeah, I'm basically like, just roaming the streets until Halloween, until, my family comes pick me up, or either that or ice. Is it too much? Fuck ice, right? Okay, thank you. Fuck ice. But if you have some ice, please bring it. I've had this for 25 years. It's so warm. But thank you. I'm Wilfredo Jose.
Keep it going for Wilfredo, everybody. How you doing tonight? Thank you so much for hanging out. We got 3 comics left for you. The next person I'm going to bring up is the love of my life. I got married to her, by the way, not somebody else, 3 weeks ago. Thank you very much. Very excited. Before we get started, what are our feelings on age gap relationships? Are we pro age gap or anti? Pro. You don't even care the number. It doesn't matter. Just any amount. What's your limit, do you think? 55-year age gap in the house, and live to tell the tale. Round of applause, please. As you'll see very soon, I am in an age gap relationship. And the weirdest people in the world like to tell you it's great. It's not a comfortable feeling. It's not a great club. You don't want to be a member of it. you get these red flag people, you know, and I don't want to be like that, but there's always a man who's like, dating younger. That'll keep you younger. Like, what are you doing? Are you harvesting her blood? What the hell are you talking about? Nothing has aged me quicker than my age gap relationship. Believe me, I am dying here, okay? I'm doing coke for maintenance. It's fucking pathetic. You see, I'm still going out. Do you understand? I'm 42 years old. My wife is 31. I'm still acting like I'm a 31-year-old, okay? I shouldn't even be here. I'm 42. I should be watching Survivor with my second wife, you know? Like, something has gone horribly wrong. I go out with her friends. They're lovely people, but it is not easy. They call me coach. The tracksuit doesn't help, but, you know, but they are nice, you know, and I think they've accepted me, but any question can get you when you're the older guy, you know? The worst one for sure, no question, it's, hey man, what kind of music you into? Just don't. Just don't. Don't make me say Counting Crows. Don't make me tell you it's not just Mr. Jones, it's the deep cuts. You know, don't make me tell you I'm going to see him at Jones Beach. Do you want the Coke or not? Okay, like, just cut to the chase. I am very, very tired. But it is exciting being married. We had a great wedding. Thank you very much. My mother-in-law is an Irish Catholic, so you can do the math. She's ecstatic about the arrangement. She wished us failure and sadness on our wedding day, which was very exciting. And boy, do we have it. Yes. No, it was very, very fun. Our registry was cash. People would ask where the registry was. We said it was cash. A few people thought that was gauche. And we don't have an apartment, so I said, you know what's gauche? The American housing system. That is plenty gauche. People hate gauche. Do you understand what I'm saying? They fear gauche. You say something's gauche, no one wants to do it. You know, I think if we took all the major political issues of our time and just started describing them as gauche, we'd have way more progress than describing them as oppression. Nobody actually cares about it. But if you were to say, like, you know what's super gauche? School shootings. You might trim a few off the top. That's all I'm saying. That's all right, I'm very excited to bring up this next comic and keep the show going. Are you excited for the next comic, everybody? Please keep it going for my lovely wife, Maggie Crane.
What's up? Give it up for my husband! Yeah, and give it up for yourselves. You're still here? What's up? Yeah, we did just get married, blissful. My name's Maggie Crane. What's up? I like how, yeah, we are in an age gap relationship. What's crazy is that I'm 17. Yeah. No, my name's Maggie. What's up? I'm originally from Massachusetts. Yes. You can tell I'm from Massachusetts because I look like, yes? You can tell, why? Because I look like every cop's daughter, right? Literally, I'm from like the middle of nowhere, Massachusetts, though. Is anyone else here from like rural America? That's what I thought. I got you, and I got one guy going like this. Literally all of you are from the middle of America being like, I was born and raised in Times Square. They can't know. No, I'm from like the middle of nowhere, and where I'm from it got really white trash, and I'm allowed to say that. Thank you. I'm allowed to say that because I'm half white trash. Okay? And it's on my mother's side, so it counts. You know what I mean? But it got so white trash where I grew up that 2 kids wore camouflage tuxedos to my prom. Right? Yeah. Fuck. And I was like, one of us has to take this off. This is my prom! No, but for real, the real life prom queen of my high school, her name was Kate Gretard. For real, do you know how hot you have to be prom queen if your name is Kate Gretard? In Massachusetts, that's our favorite word. Okay, it's insane. No, but did anyone hear peak in high school? No. That's why you're all here.
No, I didn't. I also didn't peak in high school. You're shocked. But like people who didn't peak in high school, like us, not peaking in high school is literally all we have. Look, everyone here is like living the most unfulfilling life, going like, well, at least I didn't peak in high school. No, I'm really into my local art scene. At least I didn't peak in high school. Me too. But like as I get older, I realize that like peaking in high school is better. It's much. You know what Kate Gretard does now? She travels. Do you know what I do? I do this. I get up after like this is what I do. The other day, because I didn't peak in high school and I'm following my dreams in New York, like I went to an audition. I went to a commercial audition. Yeah, she books. She doesn't book. She gets auditions. I went to an audition and I get to the audition and I go in the audition room and there's like me and like 45 dogs. And I was like, what the hell is this? And the audition proctor is like, oh yeah, the casting director hasn't decided if she wants to cast a human woman or a dog. But at least I didn't peak in high school, yeah. For sure. And one time I went on a commercial audition, tangent, not a joke, for Bob's Furniture Store. And I ate shit so hard because I went in and I read the line. I was like, and if you buy a couch, it also comes with ancient pillows. And they were like, you want to try that again? And I was like, oh, absolutely. And if you buy a couch, it comes with ancient pillows. And they're like, okay, you can go. And then a week later, I was like, it was accent! It was accent pillow. What is an ancient pillow? Fuck, no, I did. Like my husband said, I recently got married. Thank you. I love being married. I love it. I love being married so much. It's but not because I love my husband. Look at him. No, I'm obsessed with you, babe. He's so sexy. But like, the reason why I love being married is because I never identified with like being a girlfriend. Thank you. Oh my god. Anyway, sort of totally broke. I never identified with being a. Is anyone here a girlfriend? What the hell? One woman literally went like this. Yeah, fucking sucks. It's fucking embarrassing as hell. And like I don't identify. I have this image of a girlfriend in my mind that's not me. Like girlfriends are having one beer all night long at a party. And then going like, I'm feeling pretty tipsy. Girlfriends are always saying shit like, oh my god, I forgot to eat dinner. No, girlfriends have to do shit like go to improv shows. Like, I'm not like girlfriends are always like, hey babe, I'm gonna kick your butt at video games. Like that's not fucking me. That's not me. I'm fucking insane. I'm a wife. I was born to ruin a man's life. I'm a fucking wife. I'm gonna have 14 martinis at a dinner party. And I'm gonna be like, you're never getting custody, Michael. I'm gonna find a loose pill on the ground. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, I'm taking this! The way you took the best years of my life! Right? Oh, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be the best wife. The only reason, really, I mean, and like you heard him, he's older. He's 11 years older than me. It's gonna be like, he's gonna die soon. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, okay, right, but that's the whole reason to become a wife, right? Because it's like the greatest thing you can be as a woman is a widow. That's the most iconic thing you can be as a woman. I'm gonna make such a good widow. I chose so right. This tracksuit ass man, I give him 5 years. He smokes 45 cigarettes a second. He's done. No, I'm gonna be such a good widow. I'm gonna have like sunglasses the size of my tits. Right? I'm gonna be like custom ordering my mourning veils from Milan. I'm gonna be saying iconic things like, what would your father say? God rest his soul. Right? There's nothing as iconic for a man. Like, there's nothing on par with widow. It's not widower. That man has to be shot now. His wife died. He can't cook himself dinner. He needs to be put down. No, the best thing you can be as a man is an uncle. Right? Who here is an uncle? Yeah. Remember when I asked who was a girlfriend? Just horrified women being like, don't. I asked about being an uncle, and I was like, yeah, I would die for my boys. Being an uncle is amazing. Sir, whisper, boom. Okay, no, I'm sorry, I'm not a prop comedian. No, uncle, I want to be an uncle. Being an uncle is amazing. All you have to do is get blackout drunk at a dinner party and be like, I could have made the NFL if it weren't for my bum knee. If you're an uncle, all you have to do is like slink down to an unfinished basement where teenagers are hanging out and don't want to see you and say something like, hey kids, you heard of this Sydney Sweeney? Not too bad, yeah. I want to be an uncle. I want to like hand my nephew a beer and be like, drink this, don't tell your bitch mom. And like my personality type is uncle, right? I feel like your uncle, right? That's like my personality type for sure. Like I'm so close to being an uncle. My favorite movie is The Departed. Yeah, that's an uncle-ass movie. I tear up when I hear a bagpipe. Yes, bitch. Woo! No, but I feel like, it's like, if you're an uncle, it's not all fun and games, right? It's literally not all fun and games. If you're an uncle, it's not fun. You'll back me up. If you're an uncle, you legally have to die of alcohol poisoning. You have to pass away of alcohol poisoning. I love this neighborhood. I'm pretty traumatized by it though, because I literally used to work at the Tenement Museum. Have you guys been? Okay, for those of you who don't know the Tenement Museum, it's this museum that's like one block over. It's like meant to look like the apartment buildings that the immigrants would move into in the Lower East Side at like the turn of the 20th century, and it's very, very interesting and it's important. But it's also it's literally only made so that white people can be like, yeah, we had it hard too. Yeah, not so easy being Irish. Now is it? Also, I worked at the Tenement Museum when I was living in a windowless basement in Bushwick with 8 roommates. So I would walk into the Tenement Museum and be like, it's not that bad. I'm seeing windows. And the biggest fun fact, some behind the music about the Tenement Museum, is that they have a bitter feud with the 9/11 Museum. For real, once a day my boss would be like, oh my God, those fucks down at 9/11. Fucking tragedy porn. And I'd be like, I don't know, girl, it's my job to dress up as a turn-of-the-century Greek orphan. I'd be like, my mama, my papa, they died of the cholera. So I don't know if we can talk about tragedy porn. All right, give it up for my beautiful husband.
So sorry, Maggie. Actually, he didn't make it through that set. Actually, so yeah, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Woo! Slow it down, everybody. Slow it down. Let's bring the energy level down just a little bit. This is not exactly the kind of thing that I was prepared to have to calm people down throughout, okay? I was expecting that people would be relatively silent throughout most of this. I get it. Your body takes over. Listen to your body, all that. But for this next act, let's try to just practice a little bit of discipline and constraint, okay? Please welcome to the stage, Brian Belott.
What?
Hey. Ma? Ooh. Checking notes. No. Stop. All right. We gotta go goddamn crazy, everybody. We gotta go goddamn crazy. Aren't I right? I mean, come on. We gotta go goddamn crazy. Takes glasses off. We gotta go goddamn crazy. Am I right? We gotta go goddamn crazy. Am I right? We gotta go damn crazy. Crazy. You remember Pee Wee? Do you remember Pee Wee? That amazing Matt Wolf documentary that came out this year. Amazing. But do you remember Mambo that he used to say, gnarly? No? He would always say it over and over. Gnarly. It was strange. Though it was the 80s, it did not fit. I didn't really understand. You know? Gnarly. Am I mixing something up? Is it a Mandela project? Is this? Did he say gnarly? I could swear. I said gnarly. I'm not so sure. We'll never know because the movies have been destroyed. I've got notes. I've got plans. This has all been worked out. This is like, a string quartet. I swear. I swear. Hold on. Okay, what about Philip Glass? Pour out sand. Philip Glass. Pour up. Shaving, crabs, sand. Let's try another one. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. I hope that's not coming up soon. My parents still yell, and it's like, I'm trying to finish my math homework. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Common plate. Super Bowl. Common plate. I think you see where this is going. Okay, let's just keep going through this. I know it's, I just came from the Bob Wilson Academy. We use silence, all right? We use gaps of silence. This could take up another 12 hours. Okay, hold on. Oh, PIR. All right. Football. 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 Head cube. Head cube. Foot. Head. Football. Head cube. When this was amazing when he did this for Spotify or whatever he did. It was pretty amazing. Neil Young. Neil Young. Stand old. Stand old. I think you get this. This has to go. You know, we them boys. We them boys. We them boys. Okay. What do we got? All right. This is what I do for a living. So in my spare time, I try to get smarter. It's not working, but I'm trying. So I started listening to Bach cantatas. Bach cantatas. He wrote about 300. There's only 200 left. But I can't help but say it because I'm from New Jersey. I'm Bach cantata. What do you think of those Bach cantatas? Oh, goddamn, they're great with salami and mozzarella. Those Bach cantatas are fantastic. Whoa, my grandmother never made that. No. But who here has gotten a lead cut? A lead cut. I mean, I know everyone knows paper cut. Anyone that's done art handling has moved a big sheet of cardboard and you're playing around like, oh, I can fly, I can fly. Wow! Next thing you know, you got a cut you can't believe. But what about that lead cut? You're trying to impress somebody. I'm goddamn wild. I know the back and datas. Hold on, I got this. I'm bringing out the shotgun on the pop from 1978. You're ready. You've got everything ready, and the time is open, and the things are bubbling. The cavatelli is ready. But you open up the shotgun. Bach cantata. You open up the shotgun on the pop from 1978. You whip open the lead casing, and show! All of a sudden, you're bleeding all over the goddamn place, bleeding into the cavatelli, and you're like, everything's fine. That's a now, hey, now, wow, that's a bit. Oh my God! No. This is all planned. Thank you.
Keep it going for Brian Belott. I think we're going pretty smooth here. We got one last act. Let us bring your hands together for the great Steve Malden.
And I said, if that's not Applebee's, then who did I just give my waiter to? Hey guys, that's the end of a funny story. How you doing? Sorry, that was probably a bad choice to start with after that last guy, who was great. But Seinfeld already did all that material. It's just a full dinner party now at this point, isn't it? People are milling about, and it's good to be here, though. Yeah, how you feeling? Shake it up a little bit, huh? Are we doing good? Yeah. I got good news and bad news. Y'all want to hear it? I got good news and I got bad news. Y'all want to hear it? All right. Y'all like good news, bad news? Where the guy says, I got good news, and he tells the good news, and then he says, I got bad news, he tells the bad news. The good news is that my son said his first word today. Yup. The bad news is he's 13, and the word was amazeballs. So he going to need special school. But hey, man, what the fuck, right? What are we doing? We're living, right? And Donald Trump is back in the news. A senior. What's going on, man? You got a bowling ball there, buddy? It sounded like a bowling ball. But I'm a senior in high school. This is actually my senior project. What is going on, fella? He's a glass blower. You guys can. This is like the kind of place where, like, when I was young, living in the suburbs of Maryland, I always thought this is what New York was like, and now I'm here. You know, I feel like Miranda's gonna walk in at any moment. And so, you okay? Okay, no, that's cool. Just coughing really fucks up my timing. So, and do not get me started on sneezes, folks. Anyway, I'm a senior in high school, and this is my senior project, and you know, I'm a rapscallion. You could probably tell. You know, if I wasn't doing this collar would be popped if I wasn't doing the show. Okay, it'd be up. And got a swastika tattoo, and I skateboard. I fucking skateboard through the halls. I don't give a shit, dude. Principal's like, get back here. He can't catch me. Anyway, so you know, what with me being a rapscallion and everything, you know where I'm going after this. Mr. Paoletti's house. Yup. I go over there. I wipe his asshole. Something we've been doing the last 8 years. So I don't know who needs it more at this point, to be frank with you folks. Did someone see my set list right here? Y'all ever got a massage? Hey, they're quiet. You guys have quieted down for me. Thank you so much, because it's like, is he gonna kill himself on stage, or it's fucking Tupperware. Get the fucking What did I say, man? No Tupperware up here. You know? God damn. Third show this week. There's a goddamn Tupperware on stage, and it's in my rider. Anyway, I got a massage for the first time, you guys. Is that cool? That's cool. Yeah. And yeah, that's clean. And so, you know, we're going through. I've never had one. I didn't really know. I'm like, this is great. I love this. Woman at the end, she goes, you want the happy ending? That's what she said. And I said, all right. Who doesn't like a happy ending? Sure, I'll take one. And she said, close your eyes then, son. And I closed my eyes. And then she said, now open your eyes. And standing in the doorway was my daddy. And it was my daddy, but it was a younger version. Even younger than I am now. And there was light coming in all around him. And I reached up for my papa. And when my hand appeared in front of my eyes, I saw that it was a small hand. And I realized I had become a boy again. And everything was still possible. And Daddy said, I'm back. And I ain't never leaving this time. And he said, and I'm proud of you. And it was just so crazy because the massage lady was jacking me off the whole time. Can I get a water? What is going on over here? What is that noise? How are you making those noises? Like, do you hear this shit? What the fuck are you doing? Like, that was so crazy. It was like, okay, kerfuffle, little tinkling. And it happened again and again and again and again and again and again. And then I fucking looked up and I realized my fucking high school bullies again. You know, they sent them here. They follow me around. These fucking guys they're masterminds, man. They tortured me to the point where I became a comedian, and they follow me around, send hecklers in after me, and guys who tinkle around with glass and such. Anyway. Hey, you might need this, man. Judging by the... All right, let's see. Come on. Oh, my friend told me he's going to start taking melatonin, this fucking guy. What'd I say? You coughed again. I hate doing this. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to be, you know. And reason why I'm here, 5 years ago I crashed my car. Shut the fuck up back there. I'm doing my shit. I'm telling my origin story. 5 years ago I crashed my car into a Walgreens. And the judge, I go before the judge. He says I have to do stand-up comedy for 5 fucking years. You know, this sucks. I fucking hate this. My real dream be a coal miner. Like my daddy my daddy was a coal miner. His daddy was a coal miner. His daddy did social media marketing. But the next daddy after that, coal miner. Oh man, and my friend, he's like, I'm gonna start taking melatonin. I go, yo, bro, whatever helps you sleep at night, dog. Whatever, dude. My aunt is really sick. That joke needs something else. I live in a mansion, big ass house, gold house. Whole thing's gold. And I come home to my house the other day. There's a big ass rat in the kitchen. I said, "Oh hell yes, baby, free rat, right? Free rat. I got a new pet and I didn't have to pay shit. You know what I mean? Well, this is starting to go downhill pretty quick. Got this book here. Let me see if I can. Oh man, this fucking book. I was reading this book on the train. I don't even remember what it is. That's like, Quantum Physics and Calculus for Geniuses. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Because now you know. Yep, nerd. And I did go to Harvard. Yeah. I'm a Harvard man. I got my undergraduate degree at Harvard. I got my master's at Brown. And I got my Dartmouth at Yale. So fuck you. All right? I'm better than each and every one of you because of my educational pedigree and such. All right, let me do my close. Anyone got a closer? Anyone come up, finish up? Get my wheelbarrow ready. I have a wheelbarrow off stage. They throw me in it and they wheel me downtown, and it's part of my rider. This rider thing is just not working. Let's see. I'm dating a yoga teacher. Yeah, that's fucking. Oh yeah, the guys are like, fuck yeah, dude, yeah. Because you're dating a yoga teacher and you're a guy, you know what it means. Free yoga classes. Let's see here. But I try to inspire people. I try to stay inspired. I work with privileged youth. Those kids smell incredible. And it's nice working with kids who have all the resources they need. You just sort of thrive. But anyway, I try to inspire other folks. And so when I see something inspiring, I like to write it down, share it with others. And it happened earlier today. I was on my favorite website for about 20 hours straight. And I saw this wonderful quote on the website. It said, it took me 4 years to learn to paint like Matisse, but a lifetime to learn to paint like a child. And that was Pablo Picasso. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that quote was on bigwetass.com. Huh? All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you.
Keep it going for Steve. What a sweetheart. Oh my God. Oh my God. A plus. A plus. Okay, everyone. We went a little over time, but thank you so much for staying through all this. And please, good luck to all of you out there. Good luck to all of you. I really, really hope that you'll take some of the lessons I brought to you home with you. Thank you to lead singer of Matchbox 20 here in the front row for coming, Rob Thomas. Give it up. Give it up. Come on. The classics. The classics. The classics. That's it, everybody. Hang out. Then you got to go. Bye.